Okay, so let's hear from you. What's your take on the report?
Something me, I'm confused here because this report, reading through it, and you said when was it issued? 2021.
It's dated. Let me read to you. The 19th of March, 2021.
2021.
Yep.
The Prof wasn't a minister then.
He had been asked by the presidency to bring a report, and he did that.
Yes,
so the letter that is requesting him to do that is also attached to this report.
Yes, because when you hand over, when you are leaving office, you have to hand over whatever work that you did.
The letter asking him to do that is dated 4th March 2019.
Yes. So how can we have a report that is done in 2021 and the letter is 2019, 2 years after the fact? It means there are some inconsistencies. There's something that is not making up. And when I was reading the report, I saw a lot of I. It means that the report was written by a person. But a report covering an issue with the magnitude of Galamsey, it should not be written by a person. It should be written by a team, with a secretary who does all the minutes and compile the report. Because if I am told to produce a report in the year 2019 and the report comes out in 2021, in between there is a gap. It means there's a problem with the report that we have to interrogate. The inconsistencies are not, they are not very pleasant. $6 billion of gold being taken out illegally. Something, please, when a commodity is leaving this country, where does it pass? Doesn't it pass through legal means? It passes through the airports, the seaports, or whatever. And there are customs officers all over. So it is clear that this business that we are talking about, that we are all, worried. Some people are really complicit, and the government is in it. Because you cannot illegally export $6 billion worth of gold, and nobody is aware. The system is not aware. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody is finding out where the gold is going. Then it is clear. It is very truthful. Sir John has become a very troublesome ghost, because even in the report, it says that he did not allow the Forest Commission to be on the Galamstop platform, which is a software that was used, to interrogate whatever was going on. It says clearly that the Forestry Commission was not on the platform.
But first, by 2020, Prof. Boatengs was out.
Yes, was out.
Yes, so I'm talking about your question about why is he writing in the first person instead of for the committee?
For the committee, there's somebody, a secretary.
So obviously, this letter was addressed to him.
2019.
In his person to write. That's why he did. Or?
No, 2019, 2021. But 2 years after.
Yes. So if he's writing 2021, you still expect him to write for and on behalf of the committee?
Yes, the committee was set.
He's no longer for the committee.
No, but the letter was written 2019.
Right.
So when did he present?
I get that point.
That is the point. So the point is that it was done after the fact. And we all know that there was a committee, an interministerial committee on illegal mining, which was set up. And within the report, one of the challenges that is being stated is that everybody abandoned the committee, with the exception of the sanitation minister and the local government minister. So it means that the work of the committee collapsed. So at that point, a memo should have gone to the president or whoever told them to do it, to say that the committee we put together did not work. It has collapsed and we need to reconstitute the committee. And my worry is that when Professor Afim, I know him very well, I worked with him at the Free Zones as my chairman, or PURC as the chairman of PURC, a very astute person. So when all these allegations came against him, I was like, is it the same person that I know? But why didn't he come out at the time when the allegations were being proffered against him? Why didn't he come and say all the things that he's saying today? But have waited all this time. A report was written in 2021, 2 years down the line. That is when he's bringing it up. Somebody might even say that it is sour grapes. Because at the time that he was being accused when he was a minister, the best thing for him to have done was to have resigned. If he's a person that I truly know, resigned and said that, hey, I am not part of this, but A, B, C, D, this is what had been found out in the work that we have done. So that everybody will know that he's not part of it. Now, Charles Bisu is accusing him that he was accused as one of the people who was complicit. Why is it so? Because he didn't say anything. At the time that the excavators were lost, he did not say anything. He came back later and said that after he had left, that what they showed to him were motherboards of the excavators. And I always used to ask the question.
And the letter to him actually required that what he was doing was to be submitted for a cabinet meeting.
Yes.
Okay. A cabinet meeting on the 28th of March, 2019.
Do you get me? So why then do you bring out? So what was submitted to cabinet? What memo was submitted to what report was submitted to cabinet? That now you are bringing us a report that was done in 2021. So then it means that the real report is with them. And maybe this is an abridged form. And maybe with all the noises that are going on, he has been asked to bring a report. Because it does not make sense that cabinet asks you to bring a report and you did not bring the report in 2019. And in 2021, you bring us a report. And now you are naming a troublesome ghost who was standing with you. Sir John is now a ghost too. So now you say in 2021, he was standing with you with the president. So at what time did all these things happen?
Sir John died in July 2020.
Yeah, so at what point did all these things happen? If it happened in 2019, why are we not getting the 2019 report? A report dated 2019, with a memo on it to cabinet, copying the president and everybody involved, copying members of the committee. That now 2021, a report has been brought out. Truly, this is not the best. What we are dealing with is very, very critical. Galamsey has destroyed our environment, has destroyed our forests, has destroyed our children, has destroyed everything. You see, Ghana is going for an IMF bailout of $3 billion. Now we have $6 billion worth of illicit gold leaving this country. And nobody is watching and government is looking elsewhere. Seriously, Samson, are we a serious country? We have this worth of gold in Ghana, and we are asking our debt to be forgiven. And when we have this worth of gold, this gold, whether it is illicit or it is legal, it is coming from Ghana. And nobody is watching, nobody is looking, it's nobody's business. Because of what? Is it because of politics? Now I hear people saying that because politics has been monetized, it doesn't mean that we should be illegal. It doesn't mean that we should destroy the nation.
So what do you do with this report?
What do I do with it? We need to deal with it. And there are inconsistencies.
How?
We need to ask questions. We need to find out what happened in 2019 and juxtapose it against this 2021 report. If actually something was done in 2019, because there was a request that bring this report to cabinet 20.
Beyond the issue you have raised about the request and the time lag and all of that, the time he gets sacked and then he brings the report, what should be done with the report?
We should look at it, look at the inconsistencies in there, if there are any, and really form a committee.
What do you find to be inconsistent?
What I am saying is the dates.
Okay.
The first thing.
No, I'm saying beyond that.
That's what I'm saying, that
what
we should
else?
form a committee. A committee that is not partisan to look at this report.
Who should be forming that committee?
With some experts.
Who should be forming that?
The government should be responsible.
He's been reported to the police. The police is investigating it. That is why he takes this report to the police. No,
you see, as Dr. Manteau said, at this moment, we need to get to the bottom of the matter at stake.
The police can't do that.
The IGP was appointed by the president. We need some clarity. We need true clarity. We need to get to the bottom of the matter.
So what committee are you looking at?
A bipartisan committee, everybody.
So parliamentary?
Parliamentary is partisan. So you can't bring parliament. There's either NDC. So after the two, it will be chaos. You should go outside these two. So we find people, media, some experts in the matter. You should get some people who want to show their face that they are.
Who will do that appointment?
It should be done by the president.
But you just said the president appointed the IGP.
The IGP. So we should think through it. The Ghana should decide, the country should decide who and who should be in there.
No, the Greece democracy time when we all went to the amphitheater to be heard is over.
No, it is not over. We gave the government the power. We want our power back. When you read the constitution, the sovereignty, the power that is given to the group to rule the nation lies within us.
That's correct.
And now this is what is giving us a problem. Because wherever you go, our waters are gone bad.
All right.
So we need, as a nation, ourselves to say that we want A, B, C, D. I think there are some credible people who are around. The media can even lead the cause. Civil society can lead the cause. So civil society, the media, should come up and say that this is what we want. You do a letter to the president telling him that, look, your name, your fingers are all over this thing. So now, civil society, we've taken over. We are choosing this person, that person to look into it. So when we finish and there's anybody to be prosecuted, then we hand it over. Okay.
And Ken Ashigbe will be well placed to speak to some of the matters that are raised shortly. And there is evidence of military officials, soldiers who are making reports of their bosses, you know, who are all neck deep in this, including other, you know, devastation of the forest through various ways where they were pushing the soldiers to go there and even starving them over those places, including where they were made to be watchers of quote-unquote galamsey things. Some of them have actually been taken through a disciplinary process because they tried to speak about it on certain platforms, and people found it, reported to the military high command, and some have been taken through a disciplinary process. Some are presently, they are suffering, and they wish that they would just be allowed to leave the military. Interesting things that people say are not new, but confirmed by the report. But don't we need to go beyond that? I
just wanted to say one thing. I'm saying that, you see, we need to get to the bottom of it. People who have been named, all of them are saying they are innocent. So some independent body should get to the bottom of it.
They are saying they are innocent. Yes, Gabi Asarachirdako, for example, says, yes, I place a call to you. But I place a call to you not to coerce you or force you, give you a directive to do something against your will. Heritage was, you know, our client. I'm a lawyer, was our client. And they were in difficulty because they had license and other things to do what they were doing. And you were seeking to act against them. So I simply called you to ask you the questions. Why are you dealing with them this way?
When I saw Gabi's call, I didn't have a problem.
So that is not like a complete denial of the fact that Prof has put there.
Yes.
So he says he called.
Bisu has always said he's innocent. Do you get me? So we need to look at it.
So I'm pointing to you specific issue like Gabi's own. He says, I called you, but I didn't force you to do anything. So you can't say I did any wrong. I was just doing the job of a lawyer. What do you say about that?
When I saw Gabi's own, what I told myself is that it's possible there's a client involved. It's possible somebody went to him. It's possible maybe in haste he didn't interrogate the situation he was putting himself in, and he made a call.
What do you mean by situation he was putting himself in?
I mean, maybe
he's a lawyer. He's representing his client. His client comes with a complaint.
Yeah, that's the point, because that is your client. So immediately your interest is with your client. It's like a doctor. Your interest is with your patient.
So what situation was he putting himself in?
Like maybe it's a galamsey situation. Now you are saying that it wasn't. The person had a license, and maybe the person had
according to Gabi's report.
the person had been roped into it. We have all the people are saying, oh, I have a license for community mining, and they are saying that I'm doing galamsey. Maybe that was the situation that was present. This is Gabi's this thing of the story. Reaction of the story. Then, by all means, Prof will also come and react. But if we have some independent body looking at all these
people say he's no mere lawyer. He's a lawyer, but he's cousin to the president.
Let's take the politics out.
No. his lawyer becasing to the president.
Yes.
If you are calling the minister who is doing this over this matter, you don't need to give them instructions. They are entitled to say that what you're doing is wrong.
Yes, but I'm saying that he placed the call. Whatever came out of it, has it been forced? Did he say that, oh, I'm placing a call, so do what I'm saying? That's different from placing a call to intervene.
Right.
Do you get me?
Now, yes. So let's hear.